Morning everyone, I'm George Hamilton, Program Manager, Veteran Talent Acquisition at Sears Holdings, and your host. And today I'm here with Jim Powell, who's the Chair for the Military and Allies Resource Council at CDW. So Jim, appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us today. The focus of our conversation today is going to be around veteran ERGs, employee resource groups. Some companies refer to them as associate resource groups, or they go by a bunch of different names. But the point is to get veterans within a business to come together and mutually support one another, community service, all kinds of good stuff. So Jim has done a fantastic job at CDW, which I've witnessed firsthand, establishing the MARC. And we're going to give him an opportunity today to just kind of tell us how he got it going, what his best practices are, and how it's benefited the veterans at CDW. So Jim, feel free to take it away.
Well, thank you, George, for that introduction. It's a pleasure to be here this morning talking with you, and I look forward to sharing some best practices that we incorporate within CDW's Military and Allied Resource Council. Basically, we started the council about 3 years ago. There was a lot of talk about it before that. I've been with the company for about 5 years now. And basically, although there was a lot of interest, there was uncertainty in how to best do this. So after having been with the company for a couple of years and talking to some people, I basically volunteered for that role of starting up the Resource Council. And 3 years later, I'm pleased to say that we've come a long way. The first hurdle was to, as any military system, you have to have a mission, right? So basically we came up with a mission in order to make sure that whatever it is that we wanted to do, it would accomplish that mission. And basically that mission is to support and partner with our veteran community externally, but more importantly as well is assimilate the veterans who come into the company, make them feel welcome, much like you would do as a sponsor on a military installation.
So would you say that the assimilation of veteran candidates as they come into CDW is the primary mission of the MARC then?
That is the primary mission, and I say that because once talent acquisition hires candidates and they come into the company, we then become the face of the organization for veterans. Okay. Basically, we want to make sure that they are comfortable within the organization, that they know there are other veterans within the organization they can reach out to, that can help jumpstart them in their career rather than kind of lose time finding the way around.
Okay, so I'm going to backpedal on you just a little bit. When you guys developed the framework for this and everything else, was it a need identified by veterans such as yourself within the company, or was it something that your senior leadership said, hey, we have a sizable veteran population, we need to put together a resource group?
Yeah, I would say it's a combination, George.
Okay.
Basically, there were other employee resource groups out there, and basically they saw that there was a void as more and more veterans were coming into the company post 9/11. They have seen a lot of growth. So what we want to do is make sure that as ERGs form, that we were meeting the need of the coworkers that were coming in.
So any final words of wisdom you want to share with the folks who are taking the time to watch?
Well, I think when it comes to a military BRG, it's important to try to understand the needs of the veteran community out there to make sure you're adding value, because it's all about being relevant. And in being relevant, sometimes people fall back to their comfort zone, and it might be things that they've done or experienced in serving. So in light of that, we try to make that environment part of the CDW culture as well. And another way we've done that is we developed a challenge coin. Okay. We have our corporate logo on one side and our military ERG logo on the other. So you have the CDW, and then on the back you have the logo of the ERG. And George, is a military tradition, I'm here to offer you this coin.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for this morning.
Yeah, absolutely, Jim, and thank you for taking the time to come out. So for everyone watching, we've certainly enjoyed listening to Jim and the insights he has to offer on resource groups for veterans and corporations. If you're watching, take the time to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.